wood this morning, and you gotta start it up, don't you?
Okay, cool. So everyone except for Sean was on the slabs yesterday. Can I borrow your bike for a second? It's very great, actually, that you brought it here. After I was giving you a hard time for that. So remember, like, we're talking about distributing weight over the wheels as evenly as possible in any scenario. So now when we have the bike pitched forward, we're trying to still weight the back as much as possible, but the reality of the situation is that the pitch of the bike means that the majority of the weight, no matter how much you try, would prefer to be on the front of the bike. So instead of extending your arms and sticking your ass back, you take advantage of that situation and weight the front of the bike as much as you can in order to increase the traction on the treads of your tires. And you have more braking power. You'll have more braking power than you could ever imagine, as long as you have decent brakes. I think everybody here has decent brakes. So yeah, as the bike is pitched forward, you will be slightly, you'll be shifting your weight slightly back in terms of your relative center. It'll be sort of over the back of the saddle, but still you have a strong position with your arms, bending the elbows, and your chin and your head is always over the handlebars. That's the easiest way. I mean, I don't recommend looking at your bars while you're riding down a slab, but if you ever find yourself in an extension, you're doing it wrong, okay? You need to be forward, over the bike, hinging at the hips, using your hips and your ass to weight the back of the bike, doing your best to drop your heels to weight the back wheel, and you are biasing the front brake, so really pressuring, using your front brake more than your back brake. Like significantly more, you know, like, yeah.
Like 80%.
Yeah, and if you feel your back brake losing traction, that is an obvious sign to you that you need to shift your braking more on the front and less on the back, or it might just be more on the front, yeah, and the back is fine. It's just the only reason the back is skidding is because the front's not doing enough. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily to release the back, it's more just to use your front brake more.
Unless you obviously start like whipping sideways or something,
yeah,
just
for
let
sure.
the back go for a little bit, and
yeah,
it's like you're not gonna pick up any speed because 90% of your braking.
Well, well, you might a little bit, but yeah, if you start to fishtail a bit, like if you skid for more than a few seconds, your back end will start to sort of drift on you, and eventually that will not end well. So, yeah, and if for some reason you have like a brake failure or something crazy like that happens, just lay it down immediately. Because if you end up
like turn into the slab and
like just put your bike down, because if you go like 40k into one of those trees, you'll go to the hospital. So just yeah, if you find like either your brake fails or you just like forgot how to ride a bike, just like roll into the bushes, you'll get cut up, but like you'll be much happier than a broken rib or a broken collarbone or a concussion or something.
I would also say as you
there you go. Thanks. I'll give you a little demo and you can see how it goes. But like it'll stop me now. I'm just gonna do it normal. So I'll just like the grip is insane. Like with the right technique, like I can come to a complete stop anywhere on that rock, probably without my back brake. As slow as possible. I started a bit too fast potentially. The slower you start with, that'll pay dividends. Like if you start slowly, you'll have a much better time. Entering with speed, not helpful.
Yeah, slowing down is not much of a thing. There's that little dip where you can shed a little speed, but
front brake, front brake, front brake.
And then a bit more of it.
Left, right, left, right.
I look at it more right.
Slow.
Nice.
Awesome. So like, he figured it out halfway down, and then he started controlling his speed a little more. But like at the beginning, there was not enough front brake.
So after this short tutorial and really focusing and understanding why the front brake is so important, which is completely opposite to riding dirt steeps and not using the front brake because it's a bit of a ejector seat, it was time to start riding slabs. And I was pretty intimidated on this first slab. I know the GoPro doesn't really do it justice to just how steep it felt, but some people went, some people didn't. I actually didn't end up riding this first slab, but we would go on to ride many slabs. And so from here we went into another area. This is actually the first slab that I ended up riding. And once you kind of understand how much grip you get on the rock with your front brake, it just becomes easier and easier. And it's a bit addictive. I've never really thought that much about riding rock slabs. And, riding dirt steeps is so much different than riding the slabs. And once you get that bite, once you get that taste, it's addictive. You want to do it more and more. And luckily, Squamish had plenty.
I think they're like trying to pull up on the step.
Don't do that.
Don't. Just like be like it's almost best to get kind of closer to the front of the bike.
At the
So
bottom.
when you get to the step, you just push the bike into it.
Push into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live to fight another day. Next year.
Yeah, this one's a bit mellower but longer. So obviously your call.
Yep.
Feels way in control. That's nice.
Yeah.
Less back brake and push it in. Push it in. No, didn't push it in.
Little fishtail.
Saved it.
Good job.
Can I see this, Jeremy?
Sir? Oh, go ahead, bud.
There's 2 more up there. 3.
You just press that next slab, or?
Yeah. So after the second hump, there's like about this much of a step at the end of it. And I watched like most of them like try to pull up off it. But that doesn't really work while you're braking.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do is like as you approach it, get really far forward in the bike. And just like I let off the front brake for half a second maybe, and just kind of let the bike roll off it, push it in, and that's like the smoothest way I would say. I'll just roll it and hike back up for these guys.
Is that beeline on the right, or?
I would not call it a beeline.
Okay.
I thought it would be, but nah.
Okay.
Just take it slow.
Yeah, just I'll try to demonstrate it pretty chill.
Okay.
Little stoppage.
Pretty chill.
Woo!
Where we going?
Follow him.
Nice. Yeah.
Kinda let it go.
Jim's like, if I don't do this now, I'm not going to do it.
I swear half
You okay? Stopping, stopping. Oh, that was unfortunate. Jeez. I think I needed to let off the front a little bit. I hope these come out as steep on the GoPro.
I was the one I walked last time.
You wanna follow me so I can like set the speed for you and be like a little bumper for you if you go too fast?
Sure.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, that's right, you joined after the shuttle. This one, let's do the last one. Okay. They're both kind of the same. Okay. Yeah, Bob, nice. Good work.
Thanks, man.
That's what you do.